I would like first to introduce myself. My name is Roger. Everybody welcome to my mansion. Everybody welcome to the mansion of Don Mariano Ledesma Lacson, or popularly known as The Ruins. Well, before you tour around the place, I will give you first a brief information about the family history of Don Mariano, kung saan ako nanggaling. Joke. Don Mariano Ledesma was the youngest among the 8 children of Lucio Lacson and Clara Ledesma, who hailed from Molo, Iloilo. One of his older brothers, General Aniceto Lacson, became the first revolutionary president here in Negros. That's why there in Bacolod may tinatawag tayong Lacson Street dyan. That's because of him. Anyway, Don Mariano Ledesma Lacson married to Maria Braga. A Portuguese came from Macau, and they were blessed with 10 children. Kasi di naman sila mahilig mag-anak, 10 lang. Including the former governor of Negros, Rafael Lacson. But after giving birth to her 10th child, and upon nearing for full term 11th pregnancy, Maria Braga died because of an accident. As far as I know, nadulas sa bathroom nila. Yun lang, tapos patay na. Hindi, 4 days bago dumating ang doktor na sinundo. And guess what? Kung saan galing ang doktor. Buti sana kung from Manila, maniwala kung 4 days. From Silay lang, where the airport is. Kaso dati walang main road. They used horse-drawn carriage or kalisa. 2 days sa paikot-ikot papuntang Silay. 2 days pabalik dito. Kung ganun katagal ang doktor, pagdating niya, obviously, patay na si Maria Braga, kasama yung anak na dinadala niya. But don't be sad. Don Mariano married again to Concepcion Diaz, a Filipina from Talisay. And he's not contented with them. He added 3 more. So all in all, Mariano had 13 children. Out of 13, ang youngest ang sa second wife, recently lang namatay. Wag niyo ko tingnan. Hindi ako. Na si Celia Lacson Misa. She passed away last September 7 of 2011 at the age of 93 years old. It means wala na siyang anak na buhay. Pagkakataon ko nang makuha ang properties. Anyway, si Don Mariano ang isa sa mga nagmamay-ari ng pinakamalawak na sugarcane plantation dito. And specifically, it's 440 hectares. But then, dinivide niya yon sa 10 niyang anak, hindi kasama ang 3. Bakit? May malay ko. During that time kasi, yung pinaprioritize lang daw is the first family. So yung 10 ay naghati-hati to be fair, dream, no lots, or nagbunutan lang sila. This mansion went to Mercedes Lacson, but she married to Manuel Havillana from Haro, Iloilo. And guess what? They were blessed also with 12 children. Of course, walang TV noon. Walang ibang libangan kundi gumawa ng anak. Nilabing 2 na yon, hinati rin nila ang 44 hectares na Mercedes at the same way by lottery again. Now, this mansion went already to Ramon Havillana. But it's because patay na rin siya, isa sa mga anak ni Don ni Ramon ang naka-idea na i-develop yung place, and that is Mr. Raymond Havillana. It means this is already owned by the Havillana family, managed by Mr. Raymond Havillana. Kaso wala siya dito ngayon, ako muna ang may-ari nito. Mamaya pag siya naman, may binili lang naman. And ay pinag-develop lang to yung place last May of 2007. Then by January 2008, inopen na sa public as tourist attraction. Bago lang. 6 years pa lamang kaming open sa public, but this mansion was built in 1920. So kung bibilangin natin, this is already a 94 years old mansion. But after 20 years lang tirahan noon, in 1942, that's an early part of World War II, Japanese-American War. Plenano ng mga Hapon na gamitin nilang headquarters or garrison ng bahay na to. Pero naunahan ng mga Amerikano. Pagdating ng mga Amerikano, in-instruct sa mga Pilipino na lahat ng bahay na pwedeng magamit ng Hapon, sunugin. So ang mansyon ni Don Mariano, isa sa mga sinunog nila. It means sinunog nila to intentionally with consent of the family. for the sake na hindi magamit ng mga Hapon. Pero you know what? It's a very good idea na sinunog nila. At least, may trabaho ako ngayon. Try to imagine kung inalaw nilang tirahan ito ng Hapon, may possibility mabubomba lang ito ng mga Amerikano. Kung binomba nila, wala nang natira to. Wala akong trabaho. At wala kayo ngayon dito. At least, it's a tie. No? At least kahit sinunog nila, may structure pa until now na naabutan natin ngayon. This is the original pictures of the family Lacson. And try to look at him. Kaya pala nakalabing tatlong anak, ang gwapo, di ba? Lookalike of Dr. Jose Rizal. Pero nung tumanda na, no comment sa picture niya. Ito si Burgam City 4, namatay na siya year 1948. Ito yung 6 na anak siyang babae na kung titigan nyo, wala namang kahilig-hilig magsuot ng ribbon. Ito yung 4 na anak niyang lalaki. O baka nagtataka kayo, bakit ang lalaki ng ribbon nila at bakit lahat sila may ribbon? Well, gusto ko lang malaman nyo, typical sa mayayaman noon, kailangan malalaki yung ribbon. Malaki ang ribbon, mas mayaman. Noon yon. Pero ngayon, akala mo, kung gusto mo kalabas ng gate, ang lalaki ng ribbon, katulong pala. Ito yung 4 na anak ng lalaki. This is the former governor of Negros, Rafael Lacson. Felipe, the one who supervised the construction of this mansion, Ramon Lacson, Eduardo Lacson, and this is Mercedes Lacson, who married to Javiliana. Kita nyo, swerte, malaki ribbon, siya'y nakabunot ng mansyon. But you know what? Out of 6 daughters of Don Mariano, 3 only are married. The 3 are old maid. Married to Kwaikong Javiliana in Gonzaga. That's yung tatanungin nyo ko, Aber, sa laki ng pamilyang ito, ilang kwarto meron sa mansyon na to? This is a 903 square meter floor area of dimension, 450 up and 450 down, composed of 10 rooms. 10 kwarto including the master's bedroom and the family room. It means may 8 kwarto sa mga anak niya. Ang tanong, bakit 8 lang, 13 ang anak niya?
10 sila.
Mamaya na malalaman. Serve their mom, sir.
Malalaman. Yung climax pa.
Ano guys, ito yung mga rooms nila dati, ma'am,
Dati,
sir.
yan.
1, 2, 3 for the rooms for the girls upstairs and 4 for the boys downstairs. The family room in the master's bedroom, left and right upstairs. That is the living room and that is their dining area. But out of 10 rooms, they have only 2 comfort rooms. O bakit sa laki naman yung dalawa lang comfort rooms? Malawak may tubuhan noon. So doon na muna. During that time kasi, instead of comfort rooms, traveler rooms, they used a Rinola. Diba? Even sa mga old houses, yun yung makikita natin. And common in Spanish homes before, that between their dining room and the kitchen, they have their own small arch window. Ito yung bintana na yan. They put that window to facilitate the movement of the foods and to minimize the foot traffic in and out of the kitchen. And besides, isa sa mga table manners sila doon, hindi sila kumakain kung may servant sa harap nila. Especially kung pangit ka. It means, kung kayo tumawa, yung siya dito kanina sumimangot. Hindi ko po intensyon na tamaan siya. Pusa siyang nagpahalata. You know what guys? Wala naman talagang pangit sa mundo eh. Iwan ko lang kung bakit pinatunayan niyang meron. It means, inside of that small arch window is kusina nila noon. But I'm proud to say, kwarto ko na ngayon. Totoo po yun guys ha. Baka sabihin nyo po nagbibiro or joke ko lang yun na kwarto ko yun. Well, I just want you to know, I stay here alone 4 years na. Nangarap ako ng mansyon pero hindi ganito. Ang pinangarap may bubong naman. Sabi ng isa sa akin, hindi ka ba natatakot dito? Matatakot pa ba ako kung alam ko pagdating ng araw magiging akin to? Ano guys, kung hindi siguro matibay ang pag-construct ng bahay na to, bumagsak na to, for 3 days na umaapoy ang bahay. 3 days of burning, 3 days of fire. On the first day that they attempt to burn this house, they used 3 drums of gasoline, but nothing happened. They come back again with 2 drums of gasoline, but mix siya in 4 drums of used oil. After 3 days, all the wooden parts of the house was burned. Maybe one of the reasons kung bakit umabot 3 araw, It's because of the hardwoods. Imagine 2-inch thick wooden floors, a meter wide, and 20.5 meters long with no joint or mula doon, papunta ron, walang dugtong na kahoy yun. It means isang puno, isang sahig nila noon. And that's made of nara, tindalo, and kamagong trees. Pero kung nasunog mo lahat ng mga wooden floors nila, all the tiles are still original from Spain. And they call this Machuca tiles. The hardest, the famous, and the most expensive tiles during that time. O baka nagtataka kayo, bakit malalim dito tapos may hagdan doon? Mostly ang tinatanong dito sa akin kung may underground daw sila. Wala silang underground. Ang hagdan doon, pinalagay ko na lang yon. Noon, wooden floor siya dyan, kalibil lang sa hinya to. And common pala sa mga old houses na kapag wooden floors ang bahay mo, may ventilation sa ilalim. Kasi yan yung way nila kung paano mag-preserve ng mga wooden floors. Try to imagine, kung nakalapat yung sa lupa, madaling magmumoist, madaling anayin. Kailangan angat or halo lang sa ilalim. And besides, sa laki ng mansyon na to, wala silang aircon, walang electric fan noon. Between sa woods, may gap, doon dumadaan ang hangin. And take note, kahit gaano kalaki or kaliit ang bahay mo, kung may ventilation sa ilalim, malamig pa rin sa loob. That is the main entrance of the mansion, and that is the side entrance. Facing their side entrance is their original staircase going up and obviously going down. Islam mo yan dyan. And dyan nyo rin makikita yung Belvedere na tinatawag nila. Please, itanong nyo lang sa akin kung ano yung Belvedere. Huwag nyo na pa-spell sa akin. In fact, dalawa yung pagtawag nila nun. Either Belvedere or Belvedere. Belvedere is a French word and a Belvedere is an Italian word. Pero isang meaning lang sila. It can afford a beautiful view. So that's the place where every 5:30 in the afternoon, they gather there together just to watch the sunset. And dyan tatay si Don Mariano at sasabihin, lahat ng matatanaw ko ay akin. Naniniwala kayo doon? As far as your eyes can see, ako naniniwala din ako doon, pero unfair lang isipin yon. Kasi kung yun yung base ng pagkuha ng properties noon, lahat na makikita mo sa'yo, di swerte ng mga duling.
Doble kita.
Okay. Ano guys, isa sa mga nagpapatibay ng structure ng bahay na to. Okay, everyone, I want you to try to run your hands to the post and walls of the mansion and you will feel like a marble or napakakinis niya. Sabi nila, bakit daw ganyan kakinis? Eh, ikaw ba namang araw-araw kung pahawakay, talagang kikinis. Bakit daw ganyan kakinis? Ang sikreto kasi nito, before maniwala kayo sa hindi, ang finishing ng buong mansyon, instead of tubig na ihalo sa semento, they used egg whites or puti ng itlog. Naniniwala. Sa mga naniniwala, okay lang. Sa mga hindi naniniwala, pareho tayo. Ayun na, nung nag-start kasi ako dito, frankly speaking, hindi talaga ako naniniwala that made of egg whites ang bahay na to. Sinong maniniwala? Kahit eggshell, wala ako nakita. And besides, ako yung klaseng tao na kapag hindi ko nakita, hindi ako maniniwala. But then I realized, ang pangit pala, na kung ako'y magkukwento, tapos ako hindi ako naniniwala. So ang ginawa ko, naniwala na lang ako. So I made my own research kung bakit egg white yung ginamit nila. Tama kayo, sir. Hindi lang sa structure na ito yung may egg whites. Even sa mga old cathedrals, old churches, they used also egg whites because they made that as their binder. Example, Damiagao Church in Iloilo, the Molo Church in Iloilo, the famous Baclayon Church in Bohol, and even Pyramid of Egypt. That's made also of egg whites. But you're right, just imagine kung ilang itlog yung naubos bago nabuo yung mansyon. Ika nga ng isa sa akin, saan sila kumuha ng itlog? Isla, sigurado ako hindi sa akin. Kung sa akin, di kinulang sila. Hindi lang sila kinulang, hindi ganyan kakinis. Anyway, gusto ko lang malaman nyo, may farm sila noon. poultry, di ba? Kung may farm sila noon, malamang ito yung reason kung bakit wala na sila.